Hi guys, it's Hugo and welcome back to another video. Today I'm very excited. I'll bring you my first review of the comeback and a book that I'm very excited about, The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson. This is the Illumicrate pick for April and it's a brand new release and I loved it. Thank you NetGalley and the publisher for sending me an e-arc of this because I absolutely love the book. So, start with the synopsis. We have Nema Kra, who is part of the Raven cult. So in this land there is several gods who people pledge allegiance for. So we have the dragon, which have their own island, their own government. They get a little bit outside because they have magic. We have the ox, the fox, the tiger, the raven, the monkey, the bear. There's these factions, and when these kingdoms start to relieve from a war, the empress made a deal with the ravens. She was part of the raven cycle, and it said that there is no heir to the throne. It was supposed to be a tournament each 20-something years, and the king will have to abdicate and will choose between on the tournament with tests and trials and fights who will be the next king. So each faction or each part of the god religion will propose a person like the best candidate, and they will go into this trial to get to be the next king or emperor of this world, of this small kingdom. The idea was Bearsome, so the bear contender has been there, he's coming to his term, and he needs to choose his next, or see who will be the next emperor. And Nema is part of the scholars. She works for the king. She's like a notary. She writes notes and texts and prepares some bibliographic things. So the crows are more intellectual in terms of lawyers, scribes, things like that. And each faction, as ox are known for their labor, bear is very protective, tigers are like assassins, fox are convenience and assassins as well. So you see there's a very political world. And in the beginning, this goes into the terms of being a murder mystery. So one of the contestants ended up dying in the beginning, and Nema is put on in charge of this investigation, but it's so a lot of political that she ended up being part of also the trial. Now let me tell you, this book is amazing for amazing things. So it has multiple POVs, but all makes sense. It has one of the greatest twists on the stories that I haven't seen. Like, I wasn't expecting for that. So we get two big twists at least that will create the suspense of the story. One more or less in the middle and one towards the end. I'm like, oh my god, this is like over the top. The world building is so amazing in terms of story, of lore, and you get to know a lot of the lore through the stories and through the past. You get a lot of the sense of what this world is building on, the lore of the gods, these 8 figures that ruled the world and now they don't want them to come back. It's an amazing piece of art. And then comes all the political part. This book is heavily set on political aspect. You have the political of the court and who is going to be the next king and choosing that and how they power play this, how the factions work with against each other, the contestants. It's an amazing book because of that. It has so intense. It's a very thick book. I believe it's over 500 pages. Goodreads sets each page count at 656 pages, which is amazing. I was reading it like, this is a long book because it took me a while to read, but I was so invested in the story, in the characters, in the dynamics, in what's gonna happen next that I couldn't stop. And it doesn't feel like it's a 600 pages book. It's so well written. The characters, the personalities, the flaws. It has a little bit of hints of romance, but it's not at all the major plot. There is so much subplots, like romance is the last subplot on here, and it's felt amazing. I loved it, this book. I was like, should I renew my Illumicrate because book picks have not been amazing? And then I had the arc of this. I was like, I'm gonna try. It says it's a high fantasy adult version. Let's see. You know, it could be romantasy, and it was not. I was like, oh my god, I need it. I need the special edition. I need the rest. I need the sequels. The book is amazing. I cannot attested how much I love this book without going to spoilers, because everything in this book makes sense and with the world and with the lore and how it goes in the politics. So if you like a politics book, this book is perfect for you. But also if you like deadly trials and competitions to ensure who the next is to come, like, I would not say Hunger Games because death is not very much present in the trials, but you know, magical trials and things with wit and things like that, because not the characters don't have magic itself, they don't present magic, but there is some in parts of magic that comes, and I believe they will show more on the second book because it's fleshed out a little bit through the first one what it could mean to have these magic parts. But I loved it. I love the characters, I love the setting, I love the lore, I love everything, the writing style. I don't know how to describe it better because it's very hard for me to go into detail why I liked it without repeating myself and without going to spoilers. So it's very hard because I want to share my enthusiasm with you. I want to share how much I liked it, but I cannot. I don't want to disclose a lot of the plot because I don't want you to lose of the impact that I had. Trust me when I say it's a very good book. It's very inspired on high fantasies. I think it works because the characters are older. You know, they are in the late 20s, early 30s. So it's an older cast, and it creates a lot of that dynamic that we not see with younger people when there is like young adults or very new adults, you know, that experience. Now you see a lot of the more wits and see how much they want the throne or the competition or the status. It's amazing, the power dynamics. At the beginning I was like, because the first I don't think it's the first chapter because it's like an epilogue, so the first part, just the first, I was like, this is gonna be brutal. Because I thought that was the main character, but it wasn't. And then it switched, I'm like, okay, how do we go from here? And I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be this. And then I was like, but who? And then I was like, oh, it makes sense. And then, oh. And then we reach in the middle like, oh my god, really? Oh. It's like insane. And then when it reached to the end, I'm like, what the hell did I just read? And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be bad. This is going shit over the ship. I was like, oh my god, there is a second one already? Because I was so perplexed with the book. I was so perplexed with the story. I was so perplexed with everything. I was like, oh my god. Oh my fucking god. It's really good. It's really a recommendation because you have here a lot of representation as well. Not only sexually but also racially, from what I recall. But sexually, yes, I'm positively sure of that. So, yes, please read it, give it a try. It's an amazing book. It's an amazing fantasy. It's so well written. I never met the author. This is not a debut novel. I went to see the author has another books, but I don't know. I'm really with high expectation for the next because this is very, very good. Very like adult fantasy, and I hope that the fantasy part, like the magic system, is expanded on the second book because that is the part that is not very fleshed out. It is fleshed out, but it's not like the biggest part of it because it's more political intrigue. But I hope in the second one it expands to that, and then in the third, I'm like, oh my god, because how this goes, it's an amazing. So yeah, please go make yourself read this book. It's amazing. Support this author, support this new release. It's an amazing read. I could not say less. I will probably show you the stunning new release when it arrives because Illumicrate must be sending me this, so probably mid of May you may see like a short here on TikTok, on my socials, of the unboxing of this book because I hope it's great. I hope he has artwork because I need to have these characters in mind. It's amazing. Like, one of them really reminds me of Zuko, and I think he has the same name, but it's like, it's the evil twin. Go read it, go pick it up. It's a challenging read because it's thick, but it's a book that will captivate you like it captivated me. It didn't feel like an obligation. Sometimes when I have big books, I'm like, it's so big and you don't see evolution, but here you see it. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, I hope you read it, and if you read it, tell me in the comments if you're excited. If not, if you love it, why you love it. If you don't like it, tell me why you don't like it, and you have this discussion. I try to post at least one video per week. I have all my socials down below if you want to follow, support this channel, and all the stuff. It's down below, including the book clubs. I don't know if I want to bring them back. It's up to the point. But yeah, follow me on Twitter, Bluesky, all the other social medias you try to see. Instagram is the best place because I post sometimes stories there, so it's good to know about the stories. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on my next video, okay? Bye!